So this is a walkthrough of the TryHackMe Advent of Cyber 2024 challenge. This is day number 24, which is the very last one. The topic for today's exercise is communication protocols, and the title of the exercise is "You Can't Hurt SOCMIS Mayor Malware." All right, so let's read on and see what's going on with the story before we get started with the exercise. In Wareville, the townspeople started to frown. A problem with smart lights all over the town. Was SOCMIS ruined? The chances were zero, because they knew the glitch was their hero. The city of Wareville has invested in smart lights and heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, HVAC. Oh, it was so easy to control the lights and heating remotely. Following the recent events, McSkitty started monitoring these smart devices' communication protocols. Not long after the lights and heating were up and running, Mayor Malware figured out how these devices were controlled and sabotaged them. Luckily, McSkitty was one step ahead and picked up the malicious commands that had been sent. Can you help McSkitty figure out which commands were sent? We can use our findings to update the device's configuration and save the day. Learning objectives. In this task, you will learn about the basics of the MQTT protocol, how to use Wireshark to analyze the MQTT traffic, and how to reverse engineer a simple network protocol. How smart is smart? Smart devices make our lives very easy. We no longer physically need to move and turn on and off a switch to control them. With smart HVAC systems, we can maintain the temperature of our homes and ensure that we're not too cold or too hot when we come home from outside. Smart vacuum cleaners can clean our house while we work on other things or go out for dinner. Many smart devices come with apps that allow us to control them using our mobile phones. Even better, since these devices can be controlled remotely through apps and interfaces connected to the internet, we can make their designs more minimalistic and aesthetically independent, and the need for adding switches or controls on the device itself is minimized. Is it smart? While they make our lives easier, most smart devices need a network connection to provide control to the users. Many smart devices are connected over the internet, hence the term Internet of Things or IoT, which, from a security point of view, means that anyone could potentially take control of these devices. We can limit the exposure of these devices by adding security controls such as network isolation and authentication mechanisms. Still, if we fail to do so, the results can be catastrophic. However, the most secure system is a system that is shut down, but that does not deter us from using different systems to help us out in our daily lives. And the same could be the case with smart devices. Instead, we can ensure that we understand how our smart devices work and have adequate security set up for them. The language of IoT. Although different IoT and smart devices use various programming languages, depending on the platform and vendor, they often need to speak the same language to be able to communicate with each other. For example, while IoT devices might use C++ or Java to talk to the compiler and underlying hardware, they will need a language like HTTP or MQTT to talk with your system or mobile device. How to speak MQTT. MQTT stands for Message Queuing Telemetry Transport. It is a language very commonly used in IoT devices for communication purposes. It works on a publish/subscribe model where any client device can publish messages and other client devices can subscribe to the messages if they are related to a topic of interest. An MQTT broker connects the different clients, publishing and subscribing to the messages. Okay, so we've got our MQTT broker over here and a bunch of different devices. So we've got some sensors, we've got some cameras, we've got some cars, and they're all publishing different messages to the broker over here. To further understand MQTT, let's explore some key concepts used in MQTT protocols. MQTT clients. Most MQTT clients are IoT devices, such as sensors and controllers, that publish or subscribe to messages using the MQTT protocol. For example, a temperature sensor can be a client that publishes temperature sensors at different places. An HVAC controller can also act as a client that subscribes to messages from the temperature sensor and turns the HVAC system on and off based on the input received. MQTT broker. An MQTT broker receives messages from publishing clients and distributes them to the subscribing clients based on their preferences. MQTT topics. Topics are used to classify the different types of messages. Clients can subscribe to messages based on their topic of interest. For example, a temperature sensor sending temperature readings can use the topic of room temperature, while an HVAC controller would subscribe to messages under the topic of room temperature. However, a light sensor can publish messages with topics light readings. An HVAC controller does not need to subscribe to this topic. On the other hand, a light controller would subscribe to light readings, but not to the topic of room temperature. How do we connect to the machine? So before moving forward, review the questions in the connection card shown below, okay? So, do we need to start a VM today? Yes. Is there a split screen available? Yes. Are we given credentials to connect directly to the VM via RDP, VNC, or SSH? Yes. Okay, so to start today's exercise, all we need to do is to click on the green Start Machine button over here, and then we're going to see that the web page splits into two. And we've got our machine initializing over here. This is the machine we're going to be using to interact with the challenge today, and it's going to take a couple of minutes to load up. So while it's loading up, we're going to review a little more about what we're going to be doing in today's task. Okay, so we've got our demonstration. So we're going to be learning about a protocol. Learning about a protocol theoretically can be confusing. Let's see how it works in practice. The files related to this task are in the home desktop MQTT sim directory. The walkthrough and challenge files are shown in the terminal below. Okay, so we've got this little tree over here. And then what we're going to be doing is we're going to be learning about the MQTT protocol by starting up a device that uses MQTT and observing all of the messages that it sends over the network. As we discussed, different IoT devices communicate with each other using MQTT, a network protocol. Therefore, we must monitor network communication to see what is going on. We will use Wireshark to monitor network communication. On the left side, we can click on the Wireshark logo to start Wireshark. On the home screen, we can select any for the network interface to see traffic from all of the network interfaces. Okay, so this is something we're going to need to wait on because right now the machine is still initializing. Okay, so what do we do? So first of all, what we need to do is all right, so the first thing we want to do over here is we want to open up the Wireshark program. So we're going to open up the Wireshark program by double-clicking on the icon here. And it's going to take a couple of minutes. Well, it's going to take a few moments to load up. And what we want to do here is we want to start up the traffic listener. So what we're going to do is we're going to select any from the capture over here. So just double-click on any over here. And we're going to see a bunch of network traffic over here. And what we want to do is we want to limit this to only the MQTT traffic because that's the protocol we're looking at. So go ahead and click on this display filter over here and then type in the message MQTT and then hit enter. So that's going to restrict the traffic that Wireshark is listening to only the MQTT protocol, which right now is none. So the screenshot below shows the traffic for all interfaces on the network as we have selected any for the network interface. So if you don't filter on the MQTT protocol, you're going to see a lot of traffic moving back and forth. This is pretty normal for Wireshark, but because we want to only look at the MQTT traffic, there's no MQTT traffic going on right now. Since we only want to see traffic from MQTT protocol, you can filter this. Okay, so we've just done that. There will be no traffic for now as the MQTT broker as no MQTT broker or client is running. Let's start the MQTT broker and client to see the traffic. For that, there's a shortcut for a directory on the desktop called named link to MQTT. The directory has different scripts in it, and we're going to start the walkthrough.sh script to learn how the MQTT protocol works. Let's run the walkthrough.sh script. Okay, so we're going to start up a terminal now. So we can click on this icon here to start up a terminal. And then after that, we can use the cd command into desktop mqtt sim walkthrough and then hit enter. And then after that, we can see that there is a walkthrough.sh script in here. We want to run this script. So in order to run it, we have to do /walkthrough.sh and then hit enter. Okay, it says here, once we run it, 3 windows will pop up. The window with the red text is the MQTT broker. The one with the blue text is the MQTT client. And the third is the application UI we might see as the end user. We can look at the logs of each of these windows if we like. But as an end user, we will only interact with the application UI. So this is the application UI. So it looks like it's some sort of thermostat and heater controller, according to this. So currently the application is in automatic mode. The heater is off, the target temperature is 22 degrees, and the current temperature is 22.3 degrees. Let's head over to Wireshark and see what kind of communication we can see. The below screenshot shows how our communication started. Okay, so we're just going to minimize all this stuff over here. Minimize these windows. And then let's click on the Wireshark button over here. Okay, so I think we can maximize, doesn't make too much of a difference. Okay, but anyways, so we see all of this MQTT traffic over here. So if we just scroll over, we can see that the protocol associated with these packets is MQTT. And then we're going to go back. Actually, we only need to know about, let's scroll back up. If we scroll all the way up over here, we're going to see the beginning of the communication over here. So MQTT, communication command, ACK, and some other stuff happening over here. Okay. So the first 2 events show the connection establishment, showing the connect comment, the connect command, and connect. ACK, text, and the info. So connect command is over here. And if we go into the window down here and we make it larger, we can actually go down in here and we can see some of the MQTT protocol commands. So it says connect command, okay, and we've got some connect flags, and we've got some ID associated with the different clients and users. All right. So the next 2 events show that one of the clients wants to subscribe to the home temperature topic shown in the square brackets. Okay, so we're going to go over to the second. Okay, this is an MQTT subscribe request. So the subscribe request is over here, and in the next one, we see subscribe acknowledged. Okay. In the lower pane, we can see that that is publishing a temperature of minus 9.6 something something something. That is very cold. Therefore, we see a command from the heater right after the temperature is broadcast. This message shows that the heater was turned on, as seen in the highlighted part of the lower pane. So which message are we looking at right now? So I don't think... So the lower part of the message is over here. This is all a bit cramped. Sorry about that. We should be able to see something in this view. You know what? I'm going to put this machine in another browser pane just because it's a little too cramped over here in the Wireshark view. So okay, so now we've got a whole browser tab that we can use to take a look at this stuff here. And this is a lot less cramped. Great. Okay, so MQTT protocol. So we've got our temperature over here, and we're subscribing to the topic home temperature over here. That's great. Okay, and then in the next one, let's see, we've got temperature set, home temperature set, and then where does it say that it is -9 degrees? We need to find that. And let's go back over here. And they talk about publishing a temperature of -9 degrees. Let's take a look at this. So publishing message, home temp, -9 degrees. So this was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the sixth one down. Let's see if we can find this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're looking for published message, home temperature. Okay, so they're publishing the home temperature, and here it's 23 degrees. That's great. And it keeps on publishing, and it is always 22 degrees, 21 degrees. Okay, so I guess we can't find that particular message for -9 degrees, but well, it would be there if we were looking. Okay, all right, so let's get out of here. So the illustration below shows the overall communication between the heater controller and the temperature sensor as we have deduced from Wireshark communication. Okay. So before proceeding to the challenge, quit all the HVAC controller scripts and use Control-C for the window with the red text. It is time to use our knowledge to fix things. Okay, so let's do that. Anyways, let me exit the split view over here. Okay, after that, we'll just navigate back to where we were before. And what we need to do is we need to close out all the windows associated with the stuff that we were just looking at. So we're going to go back to the browser tab over here. And so this is the machine that we're working with. We're going to close out Wireshark. And we're going to stop and quit without saving. And then we're going to close out all of our other windows. So our other windows we can locate over here. So there's this thermostat and heater controller. We're going to exit out of that. There is this this other script that is happening over here. We're going to click into it and do Control-C to quit out of it. And the same thing with this blue one over here. We use Control-C to quit out of here, and we close the window. Okay, so what does TryHackMe want us to do? Let's take a look. Let me make this a little bigger, and then we're going to go back. Great, now that we understand how MQTT publishes and subscribe model works with the broker, McSkitty could use our help. The lights have gone off in all the major factories and halls. Mayor malware has sabotaged the lighting system implemented by the contractor company. Their support will take some time to respond, as it is the holiday season, but McSkitty needs to get the lights back on now. To see what Mayor malware has done, we can run the script challenge.sh as shown below. This will open 3 windows, including the light controller interface. Okay, so we need to go into the desktop MQTT sim challenge directory. So let's do that. So over here, we're going to move from the desktop MQTT sim walkthroughs directory. We're going to cd ... to move backwards. And we see that there's the challenge directory over here. Let me pull this over here. Okay, there's a challenge directory here. We're going to cd challenge. And we see in here there are a bunch of different files. And they want us to do what? We can run the script challenge.sh as shown below. Okay, so we're going to run /challenge.sh and hit enter. And that's going to start up the different scripts that are going to run the MQTT broker and the client. Okay, so most importantly, we see here that this interface is the SOCMIS lights controller. So right now the lights are off, so we can't turn the lights back on. And what we want to do is we want to turn the lights back on so that the SOCMIS celebration can commence. So how do we do that? So we can see the lights controller interface. However, nothing works, and there's no way to turn the lights back on. Okay? Now that we have basic knowledge of the MQTT protocol, we must find the command to turn the lights back on. The challenge.pcapng file is inside the challenge directory. This packet capture contains various MQTT protocol messages related to turn the lights on and off. Start Wireshark and then go to the File menu, choose Open, and locate the challenge.pcapng file and open it in Wireshark to take a closer look. You plan to publish a message to the MQTT broker in order to turn on the lights. As a result, all the lighting devices subscribed to the MQTT broker will turn their lights on. You can achieve this from the command line using the mosquito pub command. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this a little more in depth a bit later. So we're going to go over to the machine over here, and then we're going to start up Wireshark. So we're just going to start up Wireshark over here, and then we're going to open up a file. So we've got the file over here to open. We just need to double click on this file now. And this is going to be a collection of packet captures that we need to look at. So remember that we need to look at the MQTT protocol. So we can go over to the display filter and click into it, and then type in MQTT, and then hit enter. Okay, from here, we see that these are the MQTT packets. And what do we need to do? So we need to figure out what command, what topic we need to use, and what message we need to use to turn all the lights back on using the mosquito pub command over here. We're going to be taking a look at the packets to figure out what the correct topic and message is. So what we can do is we can just copy this, and let's take a look at what publishing the message means over here. So we're publishing a message under a specific topic to the broker. Mosquito pub is the command line utility to publish an MQTT message. So -h localhost refers to the MQTT broker, which is localhost in this task. So -t some topic specifies the topic, and -m message sets the message such as on and off. To determine the correct topic and message to turn on the lights, you must study the captured packets in the challenge.pcapng. Once you figure it out, ensure that you are running challenge.sh and use mosquito pub to publish the message to turn on the lights. Once you have successfully managed to turn on the lights, a flag will appear on the lights controller interface. Okay, so let's get to it. So over in the machine, we're going to, first of all, we're going to go back to our terminal here, and I'm going to paste in the command. Oh, we can't paste it in. Okay. So over here, we're going to activate the control bar, and then we're going to click on this to activate the clipboard. The clipboard over here, we're going to paste in the command, and this is the command we pasted from the TryHackMe page. So we're going to copy it, and then in the terminal over here, we're going to paste in the command, and we know what the message is going to read when we want to turn the lights on. So we're going to change the message over here to on. Everything else can stay the same. So some topic is going to be replaced with whatever topic we need to find to turn the lights on. So let's find out what that topic is. So we're going to click on Wireshark now. So in Wireshark, we're going to look for the published messages down here. So over here, we're going to take a look at these published messages. And we're going to click down here into MQ Telemetry Transport Protocol publish message, and we're going to open up this header over here. So it says topic equals something something something, and then message is going to be 6F6E. But when we take a look at the hex bits over here, we see that 6F6E is associated with the letters ON, which means on. So this is actually the message that we want to look for. And this is the first published message that we see here. So we can surmise that the topic is this. This is the topic we want to use. And the message is going to be on over here. So we can right-click on the topic down here, and we can select copy value. So if we copy the value, we're going to only copy the value of the of this particular topic. So click on value, copy value rather, and then go back to your terminal. And in the terminal, we've got the command over here for some topic. We're going to delete that, and then we're going to paste in what we just copied. Okay? So this should be the command that turns on the lights, because the message was on inside the packet, inside the packets over here. So go ahead and give that command, and then we're going to look back at the lights terminal. So the lights terminal says now lights are on, and we've got a flag over here. So this is the flag we need to submit to finish the final challenge. So all you need to do is, can we copy this? Can we? Oh, looks like we can't copy this. This is going to be a big pain in the butt. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to try to copy this manually over here. So it's THM, and then between some curly brackets, it's going to be LIGH 75 ON dash DAY F, so 54 VED. Okay, just like this. All right, so we've copied it manually over here, and then we copy it. Then we go over to our control panel over here in the clipboard, copy this, and then we're going to go back to the TryHackMe page and answer the questions over here. So what is the flag? So paste in the flag over here, and then click on submit. All right, the answer is correct. So it says here, if you enjoyed this task, feel free to check out the Wireshark module. Okay, so to finish the task, we're going to click on complete over here, and then we are done. Okay, so all we need to do to finish off the entire event is to finish task 31 and 32. So this is going to be, there are not going to be any difficult questions here, so we just need to click in here and finish everything off. How the glitch saved Sockmas. At the Sockmas celebrations, Mayor Malware took to the stage, ready to claim victory. Stop! Before you celebrate, the real threat is Mayor Malware. And then Mayor Malware runs away, and then the glitch and McSkitty stand here, and the glitch says, "Humph." The town was shocked to learn the truth, and Mayor Malware fled in disgrace. Glitch was hailed as a hero, his true intentions finally understood. So the glitch is a hero, he smiles, he's a hero now, and Sockmas continued, stronger and more secure, with Wereville united against any threat. Alright, so the tale has a happy ending. Great. So as Glitch and McSkitty are nearing the town square of Wereville on Sockmas night, they hear the mayor's voice booming in the air, and now, thanks to me, Sockmas is finally safe. I am honored to accept the Patchmeister Award this year. They speed up and run to the stage. Stop, McSkitty shouts. Glitch is innocent. The mayor tried to sabotage Sockmas for the entire month. So all the wares stare in shock as Glitch steps up to the stage, takes the microphone, and starts listing all the hacks and attempts at sabotage they discovered with McSkitty. The evidence is overwhelming, and the town square erupts in shouts. all the different ware families demanding the mayor's resignation. McSkitty looks around. Mayor Malware is nowhere to be found. She turns around only to see him running away, a dot of blue fur outside of the town at this point. What do we do about the award? Asks Software. Every Sockmas needs a Patchmeister. All wares turn to Glitch, realizing they have him to thank for the celebrations this year. Without more words spoken, they all pass on the Patchmeister emblem to McSkitty, who puts it around Glitch's neck. Sockmas festivities are now ready to begin. Okay, so congratulations on saving Sockmas. We just need to click on complete, and that task is done. All right, so we can get on to the end. Thank you and congratulations. So congratulations on completing the Advent of Cyber 2024 event. Welcome to the last task of Advent of Cyber 2024. We're proud that you reached it. Advent of Cyber is a beginner-friendly event. The challenge lies not in the difficulty of each day's task, but in the persistence of coming back and learning regularly. For some, that means every day. For some, it's a few days a week, and for some, it's catching up on the weekends. It truly doesn't matter, as you all did your absolute best and got to the end. In addition to all of the new cybersecurity skills that you learned, you have now proven to yourself that you can be consistent about growing as a cybersecurity professional, and that's the most important skill of them all. We hope you enjoyed Saving Sockmas with Glitch and McSkitty. We certainly enjoyed putting the event together for you, and we already can't wait for the next one. Advent of Cyber will be back in 2025. To make it even better next year, we would like to invite you to give us some feedback. We made a survey for you to fill out. It's not a long one, and it should only take about 3 minutes to fill out. We can access the survey here, and we actually need to fill out the survey in order to get the very last flag and finish the event. So let's fill out the survey together. So we're going to go to the link, and this Advent of Cyber 2024 feedback survey. Okay, so hello. We appreciate you being here. The survey will take about 3 minutes to fill out. Once you submit your answers, we will receive a flag in the confirmation screen. Please make sure to copy the flag before closing the tab. Okay. So sign into Google to save your progress. Okay, we're not going to do that. We're going to go to the next page. Okay, so let's see. What is your cybersecurity industry background? So you can fill in with your own answer over here, but let's see. So how many years of experience do you have in the cybersecurity industry? So I have less than 2 years of experience in the cybersecurity industry. So anybody who's interested, I did work briefly for about half a year as a junior web application pen tester, and then I decided to pivot and move into education. But I guess you could say I do certainly have less than 2 years of experience. Okay. So would you recommend TryHackMe to a friend if they're getting into cybersecurity? Sure, why not? How did you hear about the Advent of Cyber event? The TryHackMe platform. Okay, what was your main goal during Advent of Cyber? Let's see. Let's say to explore and learn new topics. Okay. How difficult was the event to complete in your experience? So keep in mind, they tried to make the event as easy for beginners as possible. So how difficult was it? So 5 being very difficult. There were a couple of difficult portions, but it wasn't super difficult. I think that was what they wanted. They wanted something that wasn't too difficult. Okay, so what was your favorite area covered? So I did a lot of red teaming and offensive cybersecurity, and that's what I like the most. What was your least favorite day and why? What was our least favorite day? So let's go back and take a look and see what the topics were. So I would say that this section on GRC was not very exciting. So I would say that the GRC topic was not super exciting. So let's respond. GRC, it is the least relevant to my experience with cybersecurity. Okay. Did you participate in the Advent of Cyber side quest? No, I did not. How often did you watch the supporting videos? So there were a few days where I watched the supporting videos when I got stuck on how to answer a couple of questions. So I guess the more experience you have with this technology, the less you're going to be looking at those supporting videos. Okay, did you have a favorite video? Which day was it for? So I guess we can vote for our favorite cybersecurity content creator in this case. And who is our favorite cybersecurity content creator? Hmm. So this is TryHackMe Day 21 with Marcus. Okay. So Marcus Hutchins is he's a cybersecurity guy who does a lot of reverse engineering. Carry on with the so reverse engineering with Marcus Hutchins. Okay. And that was day 21. Day 21. Okay, so which of the following best describes your approach to tasks? I read through the task content or watch the video, then work on the task afterwards. I do the challenge on my own. I read the content or watch the video and work along. I do the task challenge on my own. So I try to do the challenge on my own, and so I would say this. I read through the task content. I usually don't watch the video unless I have to, and then do work on the task afterwards, like this. Okay. Do you follow up? Do you explore the follow-up rooms recommended in each task? I will have to admit that I do not. How can we improve for next year? So I really wanted to see more machine learning exercises like we saw in the 2023 event. But aside from that, nothing I can really complain about. What topics would you like to learn more about in the future? Let's see. So more AI chatbot stuff and more machine learning stuff, please. Okay. And do you have any other feedback? Congratulations on setting up and executing the event. Okay, so we submit. Thank you for filling out the survey. Your flag is this over here. Okay, so I'm just going to copy the flag. And then I'm going to go back. And I'm going to complete the task 32 by submitting the flag. Okay, submit that. And we are finished. Okay, so I earned that was very, very long. Very, very long. Yeah, we rooted it. Yeah, that's exactly what we did. Okay, so what happens if we click on next? So demonstrate your expertise and stand out. Okay, we can close. All right, done. Done, done, done. All right, so that was the finish of the Advent of Cyber 2024 event from TryHackMe.com. If you enjoyed today's task or the series of tasks that we did on the Advent of Cyber 2024 event, I would appreciate it if you could click on the like button and the subscribe button and leave a comment. That would be great. But until next time and until next year, HackerFrogs out.
Hey there, HackerFrogs! Are you enjoying this workshop? Learning new concepts and skills? If so, there's a way you can support the channel, and it's totally free. Just click on the subscribe button below the video. Also, click on the like button. And if you have questions or comments on this workshop, please leave them below the video. Thanks for listening. And now, back to our scheduled programming.